easily powers up this very steep hill. This bike is so much fun, and it's really fast and powerful. Hello, welcome to Waypoint Survival. Today, I want to talk to you about the EuyBike. It's a fantastic bike, it's got lots of power, and it's a good option for someone who's interested in survival or a bug out scenario, or if you're concerned about the rising cost of fuel. Stay tuned. So there's several features about this bike that I really like. I like the fact that it's colored with a golden green and a camouflage as well. It just looks really great. The digital camo really sets it off, and the brown sidewalls on the tires. It's just a great looking bike. One of the most unique features about this bike is that it folds in half, so you can store it in a garage or an apartment or in the back of an SUV or a vehicle with a very large trunk, but it makes it much easier to store as well as carry around, so it makes it portable. I could see this being of real use for someone who works, say, in a town several miles from home, and they're concerned they might not be able to make it home. They could easily unfold this out of their trunk and then head home on it in emergencies. Directly under the frame of the bike, you will see that there is a screw here, and this is what you unscrew to fold the bike. Folding it is quite simple. Once you undo the screw, then you simply lift it and turn like this, and then you can store it wherever you would like. One of the first things that I noticed as I was putting this together out of the box is it has this triangular shaped support. This is so when you set the bike down in its folded position, it doesn't hit against your sprocket and chain. So this protects all of that from concrete floors or things like that. Another feature of this bike, which makes storing it much easier, is that it has folding pedals. Simply push in and they fold in. So that makes it a slimmer profile for storing it inside of a small space. One of the other things that I immediately noticed was this really great seat. Most e-bikes come with a pretty poor seat, and they're not very comfortable. As a matter of fact, I've had to replace them before to make it more comfortable. But this one, it's got these unique wings, and it absolutely cradles you very comfortably. And this is probably the most comfortable seat of any bike I've ever ridden right out of the box. The display is large, easy to read, great battery indicator, and just generally very functional and easy to use. The throttle is a half twist throttle, and that's really nice, and it just has all kinds of acceleration, and I found this a joy to ride. It's actually quite powerful. Another feature that I really like about this bike is it actually has an 8-speed derailleur. Most of them only come with a 7-speed, so that extra gear really makes it nice. On this side, the controls are quite simple. First of all, you have your headlight. It has daytime running, and then turn them on and off, and then really loud horn, your beams for your lights, and then this is to switch between your indicators on the screen, and this is your power button, on and off, and then very easy plus and minus to add or take away from your pedal assist, and it's just really accessible to the thumb on the left side. I really like that. The headlight is really cool, and it's on right now. You can see that ring around the top and the 3 hashes on each side, and of course the bar across the bottom. And this is for your daytime running, so I really like that feature. Of course, being LED, it doesn't pull a whole lot of power. And then when you turn the headlight on, it's a very bright beam, plenty bright enough for riding around at night. The taillight is under the back seat, and there's a small switch here. It comes on flashing, and then steady on, and then off. So it's very easy, very simple to use. It has two CR2032 button batteries. The EuyBike has a full suspension. This is your rear monoshock. And in the front we have dual fork shocks, very much like a motorcycle. These shocks are easily adjustable simply by turning this dial and it clicks for more or less suspension. As I said before, this is a very powerful bike. It has a 1,000-watt geared hub motor with 96 Nm of torque. That is a lot more than most bikes in its class and for its price range. It's a brushless motor. It's a 1,000-watt average, but it has 1,500-watt peak, which means it has stronger climbing power. And believe me, it's got enough power for daily commuting or even for mountain climbing. It actually accelerates from 0 to 15 miles per hour in only 1.6 seconds. It has a top speed of up to 28 miles an hour, and if you use the pedal assist on level 1 and do a lot of pedaling along with it, they claim you can get up to 130 kilometers or 80 miles out of a single battery charge. The battery is a 48 volt, 25 amp hour battery, and it takes about 8 or 9 hours to charge it, which is reasonable considering the size of the battery. Another great feature of this bike is that it can actually carry up to 400 pounds. So pretty big person along with a heavy pack, or you can use the accompanied rear rack to strap something on there. You could carry a lot of weight. This would be great for going back to the store to pick up groceries, or if you wanted to pedal around with some tools and do work around the neighborhood. It has very powerful hydraulic brakes. They're 160 millimeter, both in the front as well as in the back. And here are the brake reservoirs, and they are fillable with mineral oil. When I first started unpacking the bike and got into all the parts and accessories to put it together, I was really impressed. First of all, it comes with a great foot pump. It's got some extra valves in here for different types of inflators, and it works really, really well. I pumped up the tire with it, so that's great. It's compact, it's lightweight, it's easy to carry. It also came with a really nice Phillips head screwdriver. Comes with a decently made box end and opened end wrench, as well as this great bike tool, which has a whole bunch of tools on it, from screwdrivers to bit drivers, all of your Allen wrenches that you might need to adjust it, as well as the nut driver and some sockets, and then you can see also the wrenches that are attached to it. Just a really great tool to take with you on your bike. Of course, it comes with the block charger and 2 keys to take the battery out. This particular EuyBike, which is the K6F, has a great user manual. Very easy to put together and describes all the things that you will need to use when you are assembling it, which was fairly easy. Taking the battery out can be a little complicated, as you do need to fold this partly to get it out, but of course that also means it's much safer against theft. So without the key, you really aren't going to get it out, and it takes a little more work to do it. Anyway, that's located down here at the bottom. As you can see, this is where you put the key in, and of course it also has a battery indicator built in, which is nice for checking the charge without taking the battery out. Now there is a small rubber port here that you can charge the battery without taking the battery out of the bike, but you do need to make sure that you open this or else you'll tear it off. So you have to be careful to make sure this is open, and then when you turn the key, it takes a little bit of work, the battery slides right out. And this is what it looks like. It's a very heavy duty battery. It's got a large metal pin that holds it into the bike. Connectors on the other side. And I was very pleased to notice that this is a Samsung battery. So it's very good quality battery for this bike. A couple other important points about this bike is that it has one of the best all-weather braking systems that has been tested. It was an EBR safety and brake test, and the average stopping distance is 18 feet 11 inches. which is currently the best that they've seen on a moped style e-bike. So that's a really good thing to know, that not only will it go quickly and powerfully, but it will also stop you quickly as well. The bike also comes with an aviation grade magnesium alloy frame, which is generally used in the automotive and aviation industries, which makes it significantly stronger than just aluminum alloy that a lot of other bike companies use. So it's really tough, great shock absorption, and it can actually handle up to 1.5 times the amount of abuse that aluminum alloy does when subjected to difficult conditions. So this is a really strong bike. Along with that, keep in mind that the payload capacity of this bike is 400 pounds. A lot of other e-bikes only about 275 pounds. So not only a rugged frame, but the ability to carry and handle a lot of weight for long distances. Now, because of all the great features on this bike and the heavy-duty battery, it's fairly heavy. It weighs 81 pounds, which seems like a lot, but it handles really easy and it pedals very well. It also has a walking assist feature, which is really nice. So if you're walking beside it or going up a hill, you can turn the walking assist on and it will help you power itself and pull its own load without you having to push it. The battery itself and the bike has an IPX4 water resistance rating, so you don't have to worry about it in heavy rain. And because it's so adjustable, it can handle people all the way from 5'6" to 6'5". So I'm right about 6 foot, and it's perfect for me. And it also has a lot more adjustment to go on the seat, so a very long-legged person could easily ride this bike. All in all, the EuyBike K6 Pro is a powerful bike with lots of battery capacity. It'll take you a long ways and then some. If you're looking for a great e-bike for whatever situation you might need, you should check this one out. If there was anything that I would change about this bike, I would make sure that the light was integrated with the main battery. The problem with batteries, button batteries and such, is that you never know when your light runs out, and of course this is very important for nighttime riding.